Truth seekers, morning. Doing a tech video today. Something very near and dear to my heart. It's called the Logitech Harmony Remote. Now, the story's pretty funny, actually. Many years ago, I had my 8-in-1 universal remote breakdown, and I needed a new one. So I had been looking and researching for many years the Logitech Harmony remotes, but they were way overpriced. Looked like they had a lot of cool features, but not anything that I couldn't find in a off-the-shelf, like, $10 remote at Walmart or whatever. So I always laughed and scoffed at the price. It's about $100 for like their base model. And I was like, there's just no way. It's ridiculous. So for years, I went on like that, back and forth, kind of looking, researching. Then when my one broke down, my 8-in-1 broke down, I just went out. I took the plunge. I said, the heck with it. I bought the Logitech Harmony remote. Now, it's been many years since I've done that. It's been like 8 years. I've written reviews on it, and I'm telling you, I love the thing. It is amazing. I could not imagine my life without it. It controls everything in my home theater at the touch of a button. Now, that's really what makes it cool. A little bit of history on Logitech, the company that makes it. They basically make the coolest computer peripherals you have ever experienced. A lot of the times, it's stuff that you can't find anywhere else. Like, no one else makes it. It really just doesn't even exist. So the Logitech Universal Remote, the Harmony Remote, totally amazing. You can program the thing with codes for your devices by just telling it which devices you have. If it doesn't know the device, which it usually does because it allows for all of the users to upload codes for their devices, chances are you're going to find your device listed in there somewhere. But even if you don't, it's got this cool feature where, and I used this recently, where on the back of the remote, probably can't see this, probably out of focus, but here's a Logitech Harmony, the one that I love so much. On the back of this thing, right here at the end, there's actually a little infrared port, and that little infrared port allowed me to take my new TV, which did not have codes for in Logitech's database yet, and I was able to hit the button on the new remote, and it put in the codes for whatever I wanted it to do on the Harmony. So then when I went to go use that new TV, I was still able to use a remote with it, even though I could not get originally, like the original codes that Harmony had in there, because they did have a few, didn't work. And so couldn't get my Harmony to easily connect with the TV. I had to take an extra step. It took me like an extra 5 minutes, and boom, it was working with the codes I needed. So bottom line is, this universal Harmony remote is amazing. There's many different flavors of it, and if you're not a believer in it, check it out. Because I was not a believer for the longest time, and I checked it out, and now I'm a total believer. So believe in it now that I'm making this video about it. So if anybody's on the fence, anybody's wondering, anybody wants to know, is a Logitech Harmony remote worth it? Oh my goodness, it is so worth it. Try like the base model. They have like one that starts off, I think, at like $40. It only controls like, I don't know, 3 or 4 devices or something, which is actually usually enough for most people. But then they go all the way up in price and how many devices they can accommodate. So you can have one remote that'll turn on 15 different devices if that's what you have in your home theater. So again, this remote is amazing because it's totally, completely programmable. And you can actually very easily configure it to, within pushing one button on the remote, turning on all the different devices in your home theater. And that's pretty awesome. It not only turns them on, but it changes to the different stations and inputs that everything needs to be on as well. So like, it just makes navigating so simple. So a lot of very cool features in the Harmony remote. If you're on the fence like I was, check it out. Check out at least their base model. See what it does. I'm sure you'll fall in love like I did.